So the United States here will be favored, but they'll be, I think, challenged by the Poles, who will be on the outside in 6. Of course, the leadoff leg. Hayes, the Olympic trials winner back in 2021.
Women's 4x400 meter relay. There was to have been a 6-team in this race, Brazil, but they did not come to the start line. So 5 teams vying for those 3 medals on the final podium ceremony at these championships in Nanjing. And Quanera Hayes out to a very strong first lap, but now past those cones and can take the lead. Sweti Ercetich, the veteran for Poland, now right there in second.
Yeah, just like we saw Elijah Godwin do for the American men, Quanera Hayes ran a very strong first leg, but like Elijah Godwin, she's got to be able to hold off these challenges now here from both Poland and Australia.
Natalie Beer of Australia in third as they come now into that first exchange. As U.S. and Poland nearly side by side as they head out on the second leg here. Bailey Lear of the United States and Alexandra Fomela of Poland.
Lear putting a little bit of distance now between herself and Formella. She's run a really good first half of this leg. She's got about 5 meters between her and second.
That's Ella Connolly of Australia in third. Trying to keep in contact with Formella, but now kind of equidistance between first, second, and third. Maybe a little bit of a gain by Poland here in the final stretches of this second leg as Lear tries to power home for the second exchange. The U.S. will continue to lead here, but it is going to be close once again as that lead grew and then shrunk at the line.
Yeah, Lear did a good job of sort of fighting to hold her form when she felt the fatigue, and it's what was able to help her hold off Poland. As now Effiong, who made the individual 400 final here in Nanjing, opens up a big lead over these other third legs.
So second 200 of this third and penultimate leg of the women's 4x4. Alexis Holmes waiting in the wings here to take the baton for Team USA and try to give the men and the women a sweep to end these championships.
This race is effectively over. There's no way you can close this sort of a lead with the world indoor silver medalist getting the baton now home.
Poland in that silver medal position, Australia in bronze. No sign of now the exchange for China and Sri Lanka, but look at this lead now extending as Alexis Holmes 1 lap away from gold.
Well, we thought the Polish women would give the United States a run. Yeah, for about the first 2 legs. This is over, and in case this surprises you, it shouldn't. The United States women in this 4x4 have been extremely dominant, particularly at the Olympics, where they have won gold in the last 8 Olympic Games. And Alexis Holmes, with essentially a victory lap here, she'll take home silver in the individual 4-paw and a gold medal here.
So Team USA takes the victory.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we bring you one of the craziest relays in recent history. And that's the women's 4x400 meter relay final at the World Athletics Indoor Championships in Nanjing. And for sure, this was a relay for the ages. See, the United States entered as heavy favorites, but teams like Poland and Australia weren't there to simply make up the numbers. They came to challenge, to disrupt, and to chase a moment of their own. But from the very beginning, it was clear this race would follow a different script. Quanera Hayes took the opening leg for Team USA, and she wasted no time asserting control. Her first lap was smooth, powerful, and aggressive in all the right ways. As she cut in and settled into the lead, the message was already being sent. The United States wasn't here to compete. They were here to dominate. Poland stayed close through the early stages, with their experienced runner holding second position. Australia followed in third, keeping contact but already under pressure as the pace intensified. Then came the second leg. Bailey Lear received the baton and immediately extended the lead. Her stride remained composed even as fatigue began to build, and every meter she covered added distance between the United States and the rest of the field. Poland tried to respond. Australia fought to stay within reach. But the gap was growing. By the time the baton reached the third leg, the race was already slipping away from everyone else. Rosie Effiong took over, and that's when the separation became undeniable. Her pace was relentless, stretching the lead even further and removing any remaining doubt about the outcome. At this point, it wasn't a race anymore. It was a statement. When Alexis Holmes received the baton for the final leg, the crowd already knew what was coming. The Olympic silver medalist didn't need to chase. She didn't need to panic. She simply needed to finish. And that's exactly what she did. With calm control and powerful strides, Holmes brought the team home, sealing a commanding victory for the United States. The clock stopped at 3 minutes 27.45 seconds. Poland secured silver in 3 minutes 32.05 seconds, and Australia claimed bronze in 3 minutes 32.65 seconds. Strong performances, but never truly threatening the leaders. Because this race belonged to one team from start to finish. The United States didn't just win, they controlled every leg, every exchange, every moment. And performances like this don't just earn gold medals. They reinforce dominance. We congratulate the Team USA on their impressive performance in this relay and wish them well going forward. What's your opinion on this, guys? Leave your comments below and let's keep the vibe alive by liking and sharing this video.